Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing fantastic today. I am finally back. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but fate had it that I didn't. So here we are today instead. I was planning on streaming yesterday and have today off to make YouTube. But man, I was so goddamn tired yesterday and I had such a headache. So I thought, you know what? Let me stream tomorrow instead when when my brain is functioning, and here we are instead. So, big news. Tomorrow, September 4th, we got SILKSONG dropping. And for me, it's actually pretty convenient, because SILKSONG is going to drop at around 4 p.m. my time, which is really good, because that is the time that I get home from work. So I first thought I was gonna take Thursday off, like tomorrow, and like stream it all day. But fortunately enough, I don't have to take the workday off because the game won't even be out.
Steven!
Hi, Lithian. How are you doing?
I thought you were dead!
Fucking hell!
Fucking hell!
I hope you're having a good day, mate. How are you doing? A day off for a game? I actually... So, instead... I mean, if you've been waiting 6 years for a game, I think that's pretty okay, right? Not that I have waited 6 years for a game, to be honest. I started playing Hollow Knight like 2-3 years ago. And I have played it for like a year, and I think I probably waited for SILKSONG for maybe 2 years. 1 or 2, 2 years. So for me, it's not been too bad. But I gotta say, I'm excited. 2 years is still a very long time to wait for a game. And the worst part is, it's not like they announced that the game was coming like, oh, yeah, no, we're making SILKSONG. It's just gonna take several years before it's done. It's like, no, here's a trailer of a game, and it looks like it's fully working. And we even have a demo. And then like 6 years goes, and they like, not a word. Nothing. And everyone's like, wait, wasn't the game almost finished? Like, didn't they actually launch a demo of it? And let people, like, it was almost finished 6 years ago. And when, like, there's been so much, it's been so fun following this. It really has. I replaced my 7-year-old 21-inch screen monitor with a 32-inch gaming screen. I'm stunned from the amount of detail I can now see. It was like I was blind and now I got a new pair of glasses. Man, oh, that is awesome. I gotta say, I had an old 24-inch monitor as well that I switched to a 27-inch new monitor that was 120 hertz and everything. Of course, I see a clear difference in the new screen that I got, but I know a lot of people think that they are, like, it's a new experience from them. I don't have that experience, to be honest. When I switched. Maybe this screen was a cheaper one. Like, it is still very good. I like it a lot. But I don't think it was a night and day difference upgrade from my old 60 Hz screen to this 120 Hz. But maybe a even bigger screen would make, like, a real gaming screen would make a big difference. I think this is a gaming screen as well, but we'll see. Hi Fast, how are you doing? Welcome. I hope we're having a fantastic day today. Today, I thought we were gonna talk about some topics, and I thought we were going to play some Hollow Knight, because tomorrow is the launch of the game that I've been waiting so long for now. And it's a game, like, Hollow Knight is such a game that I passionately love this game. If you can love a game, this is the game I love. I have played this for so long. Like, let's see. I now have reached 700 hours in this game. Like, and to be honest, that is not even nearly as much time as I've put into World of Warcraft and stuff like that. But I would say for a single-player game, that is a single-player game like Hollow Knight, that doesn't have infinite content. 700 hours is probably way more than what I've put in any other game, except for one. And actually, except for one. Which is Valheim. Valheim, I've spent almost 500 hours in. So, 700 hours in Hollow Knight and 500 hours in Valheim. And when the new patch comes for Valheim, I am going to play the shit out of that as well. I love Valheim. It's so good. I think I got 500 in Hollow Knight. Man. Or Valheim. So, I have not played this game now in a very long time. I actually started yesterday, and I was debating if I was going to play Pantheon 5 or do a randomizer. Randomizers are very fun. Though they can take very long time. And I haven't played this in a very long time. So, I think I'll go with Pantheon 5s today. See if we can finish Pantheon 5. I have basically done almost everything in this game that you can accomplish. The only thing that I'm missing is Pantheon 5 with all bindings, I think. So I can we can see here. So I have killed every boss. I'm actually hiding. Game. No, wait. Camera. There. So you just see everything. I have killed every boss on Radiant. So, which is basically hitless. I have finished the normal game hitless. That is why I am in Team Hitless on, if you check my... I think I should be at least. I should be in a Twitch team, and it should be Team Hitless. Yeah. I want to do more Hitless as well. And... but I haven't played Hollow Knight in a while now, so I thought I'm too rusty. I have finished Pantheon 1, 2, 3, and 4 with all bindings on at the same time. And the only thing we have left to do, basically, in the game, and that is when I stopped playing, was when I had Pantheon 5 all bindings left. Because this motherfucker takes like 1.5 hours. It is hard as shit, and I am not good enough for Pantheon 5 all bindings, especially not Absolute Radiance. So it was just such a big time commitment. I do want to finish it one day, but that day is not today. A YouTube short got a lot of views from your channel? I have been actually... I don't know if you guys have noticed. I know you have noticed fast. But I've been posting quite a lot of YouTube now lately. Unfortunately, I pre-made a lot of videos. So I had videos coming out for almost every day. And tomorrow I have another video with another short coming out. But I'm hoping that I can get some footage today to make some new videos of, because I'm out of footage now. So I have to record and talk about some things so we can make some more videos. I'm really trying to push some YouTube now. And I'm really grateful that you guys actually check out the videos. Like, comment. That is helping a lot, because if you watch the full video and you put it a like and you drop a comment, the algorithm on YouTube is gonna think like, oh, this is a video that people enjoy watching. This is a video that other people might enjoy watching. So it will send it to more people, and it will help tremendously to build a YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much for watching the videos. And even if you maybe do not like the topic or whatever, if you could lurk my videos to help me out, that would be amazing. It will help out a lot. Watch time is very important when it comes to the stats on YouTube. So also, and I know you guys are watching, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. But yeah, no, it's... I have done basically almost everything in the game, so... the reason I stopped playing was mostly because I ran out of goals. I had nothing left to do in the game. I was out of goals. Even though I love the gameplay and everything you do in this game, I was basically out of goals and I didn't have anything to do. So I started playing other games. And of course, I mean, you don't play a single player game forever. You can of course make up new goals and find new ways to play the game, but we also want to play more games. I don't want to be stuck with only one game, if that makes sense. So here we are. But yeah, SILKSONG tomorrow. I gotta check though. Can you guys check in your Steam? Can you pre-order the game? Because I don't think I can. Look at this. It only says, for me, planned release date 4th of September 2025. But I think I've seen pictures on like Twitter or and stuff like that, where they have had like the buy button, like pre-order now, 20 euros or dollars or whatever. And I don't know if that is just some fake images, or if some people actually can pre-order it. But I cannot. I'm guessing it's gonna be available on the 4th of September. But this is also the worst. I'm so scared because it says planned release date. It doesn't say release date, 4th of September. It says planned release date. So they are basically making a scapegoat there. If shit does not work out the way they want, they're like, no, that was just a planned release date. Don't worry. We... it will come out sometime. People hire editors, like good ones to get famous, like Kaizenat editors. Those guys are insanely good at editing. Yes. And to be honest, that is how you do it. To be... If you want to be a successful streamer, you hire editors that... So you only go live every day, you stream, and you have other people rewatch your content and clip out all the good things. Or if they're watching live and they just have a button to timestamp. I actually have that. I don't know if I can show you guys. But, oops, fuck me. I pulled out a cable. That was me. I can't show you. But I have a Steam Deck. Or a Stream Deck. I don't know if you know what a Stream Deck is. It is actually... It is a fantastic thing, not only for streamers, but for everyone actually. You can bind this. So I have one of these. It's just a little thing that sits on my desk. So I have more buttons that I fast bind to whatever I want. So when I'm switching scenes like this, I'm pressing on the Steam Deck. You will see this arm is always stretched out when I'm switching scene because I'm using it like this. I have a button to mute the microphone. I have a button to increase the def counter. But I also have a button called marker. So basically, and this is the backside of doing this. After I finish my stream, I usually stream for around 2-3 hours. Then I have to sit and re-watch myself for 2-3 hours to find the good parts that I can clip. So basically, after 3 hours of streaming, you're not done. Then you have another 3 hours of just watching yourself and listening to yourself. That is the worst part. And a couple of more hours to actually download, put it in the editing software, cut out all the bad parts, cut it into like a good video. So most likely a 2 to 3 hour stream is probably 6 to 10 hours of work to make YouTube videos out of as well. So of course the big famous guys, they hire a editor. Yeah, so that is because then they can stream for 8 hours. And the editors just sit there and they just edit videos, they cut out the good stuff, and you don't have to sit and when you stream for that long, you don't have time to fix your stream. But the thing is, to hire editors, you need to pay them as well. And I know there are a lot of deals when editors take a part of your revenue, so you don't pay them unless you make money. I don't know if everyone is doing that, or if some, like, there's probably different ways of how they do it. But I know some maybe you can get away with that you only pay them if you make money from the videos they make, which makes sense in a way. But also, I wouldn't want to have a person sit and edit and do my videos without getting paid if they do not make money, if that makes sense. So, and the thing is as well, when you're a small creator like I am, I don't pull any big numbers on Twitch. So far, I haven't started out on YouTube really yet, I would say. I've started now-ish, even though I've had my YouTube for a long time. But it's at the start of this career, or if you want to try and make a living out of it, there's gonna be a lot of work. That's how it is when you start any business. No matter if you're a painter, a carpenter, a car mechanic, or a streamer, there's gonna be a lot of hours you have to put in order to make your business work. And at the beginning, if you do not have a rich daddy that can pay for everything, you're gonna have to put in the hours. It's either you pay the money or you put in the hours. It's the same when you buy a car. Either you repair it or you pay a loan for it. Like, either you buy an old car you have to repair, or you take out a loan to buy a new one. Like, there's a cost to having a car. There's a cost to starting a business. In this, it's either time or money. You choose. And if you don't have money, you better have time. And if you have neither time or money, maybe you shouldn't start a business to begin with. I want to edit, but I don't know how. Actually, editing, it takes time. And I think I am very basic in editing. To be honest, I basically just take away the parts that I don't like. And that is my level of editing. I can put in some pictures and like do a little bit of moving stuff. But good video editing, like, it's a skill. It wouldn't, I think if you even make maybe AI will take over that. And like, just edit from footage in the future. But as it is now, it's like, you need to be good and know what you're doing. Know what A-roll is and B-roll is, and like, just utilize sounds and everything. There's so much to editing. And you can get really good at it. And if you're good at it, I think you can make a good amount of money as well. But no, yeah, it takes a ton of time to start up a YouTube channel, mostly because of the editing. Rewatching all the footage and finding the good parts and just editing them into a video. It takes time. So, like, the 3 hours I stream, that is just like the start of making videos. I was thinking, should we have a look at the trailer as well? The worst part is we can do this. Let's have a quick look at the SILKSONG trailer. I just want to check, when we check the trailer, I just want to check what is new and what we can find that is, like, different from what we know today. So, first of all, of course, all the graphics is new. All these enemies are new. And I wonder if this is gonna be the start of the game. Because they look very... I mean, they look basic and slow. Just like the enemies do at the start of the normal Hollow Knight. So I wonder if this is a starting area. And this looks like... I don't know if we know the name of the village that is going to be the city, but this looks like a village. I wonder if they make more than one like city or village that you can play in. And also, this is most likely one of the first villages. Because if you look at her health, she only has 5 health points. That makes me think that this is the beginning of the game. This is gonna be most likely your Dirtmouth. I'm glazing at 3 seconds. Yeah. So let's check this again. And this is so cool. I haven't even thought of this, but if you look at this as well, in what do you say? In Hollow Knight, you get the sense that like we are bugs, we're in a small, like we're small bugs, but you don't really get the sense that we're in the real world. We're in Hallownest, and everything that goes on in Hallownest is just Hallownest. It's like more a fantasy world, while as in this game, if you look at everything, everything is so big. And you have really big leaves on some things. And it almost feels like this little city or this little part of the world we are in is like in your garden in the back. That like these little bugs are having this war going on or whatever in the real world, but like in your garden. Because if you look at this, like here, there's the leaves in the background. Everything looks like they're so big. As if it's just like these small huts is in your garden. I don't know. There's so many things we can break down from this trailer. And also, this is most likely your first city. Like we said before. There are so many friendly NPCs. I've never seen so many friendly NPCs in the same place. And I mean, there's houses, there's huts. It wouldn't surprise me if this is one of the first cities that we come across. Okay, we have the ability to swim, and this just looks amazing. Is this gonna be the new Grubs? Do you think this is gonna be the new Grubs? I'm not sure, because why I'm not sure is because we have a bench here. It would be weird if we have a bench next to where you deliver all the grubs, because it's such a small thing that you don't really need a save spot, right? But actually, what the fuck is this? I have no idea what kind of bugs these are. But I'm excited. Okay, this looks good. Look at this as well. Look at the platforms. Like, look at this platform down here. And the one up there. They're crumbling. I wonder if these are platforms that are going to break apart when you touch them. And maybe they come together again, so it's like a time jump. You have to be quick when you jump on these platforms. Or maybe you need a skill or an ability to not break them. That would be really interesting. And I know I said this in an earlier video and another stream that we did before. Like, what I want to see from this game is innovation. I want to see new mechanics put into the Metroidvania the Metroidvanias. And I hope they can pull something off. Because most of the things are just the same old, same old. And it's not that it's bad or, like, tiring or anything, but it would be fun to see something new. So that is what I'm looking forward to. I really hope that Team Cherry can deliver with some really new, innovative, fun ways to play this game. Angelarius, hi, welcome. How are you doing? I'm gonna play some Pantheon 5 in Hollow Knight. Right now we're just checking out oh my god! Rihanna, holy crap!
Rihanna 90 gifted a tier
Thank
1
you
sub
so
to
much.
Lucy on 1.
5 gifted subs, holy shit. Thank you so much. I hope And everyone,
Rihanna 90
congratulations
gifted a
to your
tier 1
sub.
sub to the great cool guy.
Angel is fine, nice to meet you. How's life? It is right now. It is very
Rihanna
good.
90 gifted a tier 1 sub to
Just
Angel
waiting for
Arias.
SilkSong. It's gonna be great. So right now it's pretty good, and we're just going through the trailer here to see if we can find some new stuff with just our speculations and what we're gonna
Rihanna 90
expect from
gifted
the
a
game.
tier 1 sub to Fast 9900000.
Oh. And Rihanna, thank you so much for the subs. I really appreciate it. And congratulations everyone that got a sub. Now you don't have any ads. Oh, that is so good for the upcoming events. Either way, like, I hope that we get to see some really new cool stuff in Silksong. That we're gonna get like that we're gonna get some like new abilities that challenges the way we play. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind if the charms, if we had abilities you could choose from that, how do you say? That we don't get all abilities at the same time. I don't know, would you guys like that when you're playing Hollow Knight? That if you're playing, you have to choose if you can use double jump or like some other type of jump mechanic. Maybe air dash. So either you can double jump or you can air dash, but you can't do both at the same time. I'm not sure if that would be fun or not, but it feels like if they could pull it off and make it so actually your combinations matter, that would be really, really fun. I've been playing Hollow Knight single, Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows in preparation. I suspect that it's the same kind of kinetic chain movement. Right. I have actually never played Shovel Knight. I've heard it's a very good game, but I never really... I don't know why I haven't played it yet. I really should. I'm a very big fan of 2D platformers and Metroidvanias and everything. I love playing them, especially if they're kind of challenging. And from what I've heard, Shovel Knight is a great game for that. But I've never played it myself. Either way, let's keep looking. It looks like they're adding, I'm guessing, breakable platforms somehow. Because in this video now, we see that all these platforms are shaking and about to break. So I wonder if either you need an ability or something to be able to traverse them, or they're just skill checks that you have to be fast enough to jump on them. Really interesting. This looks just like really new. Wait, was that a graveyard? This looks like you're running in a graveyard. And also, this looks like birds, but I guess it's bugs of some sort. Yes, the whole series and its DLCs are very high quality, especially the music. Man, I gotta give that a go. I think maybe I should play that after Silksong then. We will be playing Silksong tomorrow, and I hope it will be a smooth launch. I can't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, it's a single-player game. It's not like they have a lot of servers and everything, but I'm guessing Steam is gonna have to pump out a lot of gigabytes. Steam, the game is not gonna be the problem. It's gonna be Steam, because how many people had it wishlist? Was it like 12 million or 15 million people or something? And I bet everyone and their grandmother is gonna want to download it tomorrow and play it on day one. So yeah, Steam, you got another thing coming. Man, if only they could have had the downloading. They should have made it so you can download the game. You can pre-purchase and pre-download the game, but you cannot launch it until the 4th on a specific time. That would be nice, so they can spread out the launch. Has Steam ever crashed for launch? Actually, I don't think so. To be honest, if there's one company that I would trust with this, it's actually Steam as well. So who knows? I guess we'll see. I'm buying 3 copies for myself and family members. Right. Man, I'm so amazed as well. I saw that it was gonna cost 20 euros. And that is nothing. That is nothing. Welcome back, Fast. You missed that you got a sub now. Look at your little tiny horns. Look at your little subscriber badge. Looks good, right? And the more months you're subscribed, the longer his horns are gonna become. Okay, this looks like a really cool mechanic as well. The updrafts. But I guess this is just to help you travel through... Like, it's just gonna help you travel. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal using this updraft. Maybe you need an ability to use it. I don't think so. But no, it's gonna be really fun, interesting to see what this is all about. Wait, this is another city. This looks like another city. So we have this city with more huts. Maybe this is not a city. Maybe this is more like a checkpoint area. But this looks like the real city. Here we have shops and bankers and a guy with a weird hat that you can't see because my head is in the way. There he is. The creature in the cage to the left? You mean the shopkeeper? Wait, and there's a billboard as well. I wonder if you can pick up missions or like things to do from the billboard. It would be interesting. Somewhat reminds me of the White Lady. Do you know who I'm thinking of? Or do you mean this guy sitting in the booth here? The guy I'm thinking of when I see him is the mask. What the fuck is his name? The guy in Deepness that is making masks. But he put on a few pounds. He found himself a wife. He got lazy. He got steady. No, not Cornifer. Cornifer is the map dude. There's a Hollow Knight Mask Maker. This guy. You find a room where he is sitting, and there. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably pretty small for you guys, but you find a room where he is sitting, and he just has his arms. I think he has several arms, and that's what I'm thinking of when I see this guy, because I see he has 4 arms, and he's like reaching for stuff. Yeah, he's just called the Mask Maker. So, okay, this looks more like it could be a main city. Because it's more shops, it's more billboards, like more NPCs. Oh, wait. But this guy as well, this is like a smith. I mean, he has a fire going and everything. And Magma Bell. This trinket is our own invention. It wards against a deadly lava and the heat around these ducts. The workers used to request them request them of us. Now they've lost the mind to care. Why? Wait, Magma Bell? It looks like a shuriken. Or so it looks like a throwing star. Is this really a caltrop that you've stepped on? Is this a Magma Bell? Or is the tooltip wrong? Because this sounds like it's an item, like the fire, what's it called in Zelda Ocarina of Time? When you have like the fire clothes to protect yourself against fire and the blue clothes to swim or whatever. And this sounds like Magma Bell. Maybe it's just a placeholder picture because it's an old trailer. The person who's give this power, you are wise. Awesome. I have something about Silksong. Then that I have not had in a good time. Confidence that the developers will learn from and not the same mistakes again. Yes. Just Tunics in OOT? Yeah. No. I am actually... I was thinking of this on the car... On my car ride home from work today, that actually there is nothing that speaks against SILKSONG being good. I can't think of a single reason why it wouldn't be good. Because I heard an interview with a guy, I think, that was writing a book on why SILKSONG took so long time. And basically one of the reasons, and a big reason for why it took so long time, is the developers had so much fun making the game. And I mean, if that is the reason for it taking time, like, be my guest. Take as much time as you want. If the developers are having fun, 100%, that is the right reasons for a game to be delayed. Because that means you're gonna get a good game. If it's just like the speech that, what's this called? The guy from Larian Studios that made Baldur's Gate 3, that he said that if you just give the developers the creative freedom and time, like, they will make good games. And revenue, if you make a good game, revenue will come. Like, they will make money because the game is good. Now they're trying to make a game to make money. While as screw the money, you're gonna make enough money if you just make a good game. I suspect there will be no critical item that costs 1800 currency in SILKSONG. You mean, like... Oh, right, the lantern. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. But I'm super curious to see, like, in this shop now. I'm guessing this is a placeholder. The caltrip or this spike thingy or whatever. Because either the weapon picture is a placeholder or the text is a placeholder. Some of them is a placeholder, but most likely we're gonna get caltrips that, like, mines you can step on, because this looks more... I don't know, actually both of these fit here. This looks more like a weapons shop. But, no, you know what? Magma Bell. The item underneath is the Magma Bell. They have swapped around the tooltips. This is the Magma Bell. I mean, it's a fucking bell, right? But he has this selected, so either the tooltip is flipped or the picture is flipped. But no, yeah, this makes me very happy. This is actually one thing. Oh man, it just hit me now. This is exactly what I want. The AAA devs are going to have a fit about SILKSONG if it does something like insane, like 10 million copies in the first weekend. And the funny thing is, it will sell 10 million copies in the first weekend, because everyone loves this game, and they just made a sequel to it that is most likely going to be even better. I mean, the first game they made, maybe Team Cherry made other games before this as well, I don't know, but I mean, with the success of Hollow Knight that everyone loves so dearly, I know so many people that really loves it from the bottom of their hearts, and this is Hollow Knight 2. So it would not surprise me if so many people, I bet, like, every streamer and everything is probably gonna play it even if they haven't played Hollow Knight before, just because it's the new hit thing. Everyone is streaming SILKSONG, so we gotta stream SILKSONG, right? But everyone that has played Hollow Knight as well is going to play SILKSONG. And I bet they even sold a shit ton of copies of Hollow Knight now, because the people that haven't played Hollow Knight that wants to play SILKSONG wants to play Hollow Knight before they play SILKSONG. So them releasing SILKSONG actually boost their sales on Hollow Knight as well. So this is so interesting. The number of people frantically trying to get Hollow Knight completed on Twitch before SILKSONG is quite amusing. Yeah, and I think I like There's a streamer called Nagura that is a big World of Warcraft streamer. She's just started doing a little bit of IRL and other games as well now, like a little more variety. I just saw her. She started streaming Hollow Knight. I think it was last week, and she did one stream and like, girl, you're not gonna finish this game before Silksong. Not a chance in hell. And I think she only did like 1 or maybe 2 streams. But I think it's also just starting the game is good enough to get like a feel of it, because it is very fun. The only thing is, I do believe that Hollow Knight needs to be played for about 3-4 hours before you really get into it. If you play Hollow Knight for only 1 hour and you run around lost in the crossroads, you're not gonna have a good time. You don't have any skills. You don't really understand what's going on. You feel lost because you haven't met Cornifer and you don't have a map. Like, there's so many things that goes on in the start that confuses people. So you gotta give Hollow Knight a few hours before you get bitten by the Hollow Knight bug. Pun intended. But when you really start to get into this game, it is amazing. It is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. Like, Hollow Knight, Expedition 33, Mega Man X from Super Nintendo, and Final Fantasy 10 and 7. Those are like probably my top 5 games I've played in my life. They're so good. But actually, this makes me very... Actually, Hollow Knight played like this. I haven't even thought of that. Do you know what I'm tired of in modern gaming? When they make these really big open worlds. I like open worlds, but I want them to be locked away. So maybe they're not open worlds then. But hear me out. Let's say Elden Ring. I don't know if you've played Elden Ring, but and I might be wrong on this as well. I know so many people love everything about Elden Ring. I thought it was a very good game as well. Elden Ring is a fantastic game. It's really good. But one thing that I get tired from when I played Elden Ring was not knowing where to go. And it's the same when I play Hollow Knight and other Metroidvanias. If I have 7 paths I can take, I know I'm holding up 5 fingers, but let's say I have 5 paths I can take. And I go into one of the paths and I see that, like, okay, clearly this path leads to the rest of the game. Let me check out the other 4 paths before I do this. And then I go back, I check another path, and like, wait, this path also seems to lead to the rest of the game. Like, and then you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll just follow a path then. And that is the path that leads to the rest of the game. And then you get to another place where there's 5 paths, and all of these paths also feel like they lead to the rest of the game. And you're like, wait, 2 crossroads ago, I also had, like, there's too much for me to keep track of in my head. Like, all these paths leading everywhere. I want the game to restrict you, so there is a lot of places you cannot access, like a Metroidvania do. But for me, for example, the possibility of going into the harder areas in Elden Ring was actually a little turn-off for me, because I felt like choice paralysis, like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? It's not like the game tells you that you cannot go here. You still can, it's just that it's so hard, so you're not supposed to be here yet. But then again, it's Elden Ring, which is a hard fucking game, and you don't know, like, maybe I'm just bad. Am I supposed to be here or not? And that, to be honest, I don't like. So the way they do it in Zelda and Hollow Knight and these games instead is like, you see the whole map, you see the whole world, you have paths leading everywhere, but they give you something is blocking the way. Like in Zelda 64, you have when you're going up to Death Mountain, you have the stones blocking the path, so you need the bombs to blow them up so you can go to Death Mountain. And to go to the Sora place, I think you need to swim or something. So like the place exists, you can see it, you can touch it, but you can't really go there. Something is blocking you. And you need to unlock the skills to like get a new area. I want it more to be hard locked like that. And to be honest, when I'm reading this tooltip, that makes me very happy. And just like Hollow Knight, you cannot get to this area unless you have dash. You cannot get up here unless you have double jump. You cannot do like, you cannot access these new areas, and there is mostly only one area you can go to when you unlock a new ability, which I think is the right way of doing a game. Like, it is a big open world, you can go everywhere, but you need to clear bosses and unlock skills in order to reach the next step. That's how I like it. I have been flying a little flag for Final Fantasy X for years now. It's not my favorite JRPG, or even my favorite FF, but I have been debating that it's the best video game on the planet for introducing people to the traditional JRPG formula. Man, I love Final Fantasy X. I think you gotta... The thing is, Final Fantasy X is... Let's see. Let's start over. When I grew up, when I was young... when I was young, actually, I was young before Final Fantasy VII came out. So I am pretty old. And Final Fantasy VII was revolutionary. I think Final Fantasy VII is probably a story that maybe more people can resonate with. And it's more like end of the world scenario, we have to kill the final boss kind of thing. While as Final Fantasy X is, and this is the thing, Final Fantasy X is more of the, I think it shows more emotion. You get more emotionally connected with characters and the drama around what happens with the characters. So it probably depends on what you like or not. For me, I have a hard time deciding if I like 10 or 7 the most, but I love how 10 plays. Probably more than I like 7. But I think the stories are actually equal. But I like the gameplay more of 10. Yeah, you're describing my play from Metroid Dread. It seems like every pass was a path forward. Yeah. You need a song. You enter... Oh! Was it a song you needed in Ocarina of Time? Yeah. But it's that thing that you need... Places are locked until you find an item to unlock them. And then you get a new chunk of land to discover, and you can, in your own pace, feel like you can explore and do everything except maybe 1 or 2 things. And I think that is a very good thing. I prefer 9 when push comes to shove, but I do love 10. I played through 9 very long ago, like when it was new. And right now I actually got it on my PS5 as well, so we are playing through 5 now as we speak. And I've made it until... Man, where are we? In 9. 9 is very good as well, but for me, I think it's Final Fantasy X, number 1, 7, number 2, 9 is number 3, and Final Fantasy 6 is number 4. I had Final Fantasy 6 on PlayStation 1 as well, which I thought was very good. But it's an old Super Nintendo game as well. It was around even before PlayStation, I think. No, yeah. No, I love... And the thing is, it's so funny. The worst part is that Final Fantasy X is almost the last turn-based game we got that was... For some fucking reason, I don't even know why. But for some reason, after Final Fantasy X, everyone thought that turn-based was dead. That people didn't like it. And the thing is, FF10 was a fucking big hit. It was huge. 7, 8, 9, 10, all of those games were huge. And then all of a sudden, Square Enix was like, nah, turn-based combat, it's a dying race. We don't need that. And then they started making 12. Holy fuck me. 12 is a dumpster fire. I had I didn't even finish 12. I think I got to the last boss and I was like, this is not fun, and I just turned it off. I hated 12. I didn't like it at all. And 13 was very strange. And 15 I thought was just I mashed one button from the start to the end of the game. It became Devil May Cry, and I don't know. You recognize what the story in 12 was? To be honest, I don't remember. I remember you had Van, and what was the girl, the bunny girl or whatever? Frey or something like that. And it felt like it was more political war against countries or something. I don't even, to be honest, I don't remember. And maybe I was too young to appreciate the story. I should probably play it again. But for me, it was such a turnoff when they went from the traditional turn-based combat to you setting up like auto macros on how you wanted your characters to fight, in what spells they should prioritize and what they should do. Like, it was, they invented AFK Arena in Final Fantasy 12. These AFK games that you have on your phone now, Final Fantasy 12 is the mother of those games. It is actually kind of ridiculous when you think about it. And I don't get this. Why play a game when the game plays itself? Like, a flying vessel and his animal-like companion joins forces with a young blonde boy and his family to join forces against an evil empire. They go to a good city to meet a disguised princess uncle who betrays them. Oh, go to a cloud city and meet a disguised princess uncle. Yeah, and actually what was the story about? I think there was an evil villain at the end of the game. But I don't know. Oh, FF12 story is just Star Wars? Right. So they have to fight the Imperium before it strikes back. And they didn't even have the scene when they cut up the belly of the, what are they called? The big white hairy things on the snow planet? Is it not an Ewok? Bran is better than Chewie anyway. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, so back to here. This looks like really fun items. Just from the picture and reading these tooltips on the items here, we went on a little tangent there, but just from this, it didn't mean to derail the conversation. Don't worry, I did it myself. But just looking at the picture here and the items that you get, it really feels like we need to find things, buy items, probably find stuff from bosses as well to unlock new areas, and I love that. I am chef's kiss. That is so good. I really want the game to be just like Hollow Knight was and just like Zelda Ocarina of Time was. That you do have to unlock areas with items that you find in the game. Which every Metroidvania is kind of, in a sense. But I hope that they do not make the areas too big. I rather see them a little bit smaller and not too hard to navigate. Like, you can make a mental mind map of where you were and where you need to go. And just finish up area by area. I don't know if you have played Nine Souls. Nine Souls is really good game. I love Nine Souls as well, especially the combat. But I think that Nine Souls was a bit confusing. Too many things looked the same. Too many parts was just, I didn't know if I've been there before or not. And it was too big. Like, the areas was so big, so it felt kind of hard to like navigate yourself to know if you had done everything in the room or not. So that I like Hollow Knight more in that sense. Have you seen the YouTube series Boss Keys? It resonates with what you are currently saying. Never heard of it. But I am very intrigued now. I gotta write this down. Give me 1 second. Boss Keys. boss keys. Check it out. I got a little notepad here on the side when I'm streaming, so I know what to do. Oh, actually, wait. Holy shit. Oh, they actually, I was going on that I had the wrong tooltip. They were actually scrolling through the items here, and it just switched to the new tooltip before the animation had moved down, so it looked like they were still on the sting shard. That is funny. Let's see, a vicious stabbing trap. Yeah, they're like caltraps, right? We can build it. Just know it disturbs us. These devious implants are implements you convenience to kill. Right. Yes, it's an analytic look at how different Metroidvanias implement game progression. That sounds super interesting. I love things like that. I am actually very interested in game design as well. I started making a little game by myself. We did it on stream before. It's on ice now. I haven't really done anything with it in like over a year. But I got most of the basic stuff working, and it was kind of a Mega Man game. I want to continue it, but time, that precious little thing, is just, I don't have it, unfortunately. But maybe if I can find time, I want to continue doing it. But because I have so many ideas, and I have, to be honest, not to brag, but I have so much experience playing games. I am fucking level 99 at playing games. I've been playing games for like probably close to 35 years. I started playing when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. Because I remember when I was in, I don't know what it's called in English, but like preschool, the school, or we didn't have a school. It was more like a daycare. So parents dropped you off here. We got to learn a few things, but it was more like a daycare, I guess. And I remember when I was at these daycare things, then you're 5 or 6 years old. That's when we started playing Nintendo 8-bit, NES. And I am 39 years old right now. So, yes, for 35 years, I've basically been playing games. And I think I got my own NES when I was 6 or 7 years old. I've been playing Games Interrupted since 1986. I'm born 1986. Also old by Twitch standards? Yeah, right? And I mean, it's so funny because I think you need experience. You need to know what is fun in order to implement it here. 42 here? Yeah, right? And so, I mean, us old dogs, old. Age is just a number, right? We have played so many games, and I know what I like. I know what is fun. And I have the ability to break down why I liked a game or not. Like, what... Because it all comes down to you got goals in games, and you want to build and work towards something when you're playing. For me, it's like that at least. Like, if I see that I need to go into this area, and I know I have to get an item to get there, I most likely know either it's a shop where I need a currency to buy it, like I have to kill a boss in order to get this currency so I can buy it from the shop, or I kind of understand that I need to defeat the boss in this area, but then I have like a goal. I need to get this boss done so I can get to this area, or I need to grind these items so I can do whatever. Like, there's so many things like that gives you reasons to keep playing. And I have figured this out along the way when I've been playing, and I think that I have so many good takes on what would make a great game. I might sound high and mighty, but I really think so. And so I want to make my own game, but man, it takes so much time and it's so much to learn. I met my wife because her name was Moogle on a dating website. That was 19 years ago. Oh man, that's so awesome. Yeah, I love that story. So you knew from the get-go, like, this is a keeper. He's a Final Fantasy lady. That is awesome. Okay, let's check these items. A vicious stabbing trap. We can build it. Just know it disturbs us. These are devious implements you conceive to kill. Next one was the bell that we read this one. We need this in order to enter hot areas, apparently. Oh, that was a sneaky one. This one went really fast, and we didn't get to see the last one. Okay, crafting kit. Oh, it's nails for sewing, because we're a SILKSONG lady, I guess. Crafting by claw alone produces inferior results. With this kit, you can craft a finer, sharper, and deadlier tools. If that is your wish. Wait, so it's a kit to... It's a crafting kit to... I bet maybe you have skills or you can make stuff. And if you upgrade your crafting ability, you make better stuff maybe. Like, man, this game is looking so amazing. It looks so good. And let me check this again really quick. I'm just thinking the black stone or whatever, the lava rock. It is required for 2 items here. So most likely these currencies are close to what the paylords were. That's gonna be very interesting. Perhaps it's like an upgrade for your consumables, like you upgrade your nail in Hollow Knight. Yeah, or like more... I'm thinking. Crafting by claw alone produces inferior results. By claw alone. This is so interesting. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just gonna be something you can craft. I'm just thinking. For me, it feels more like it's accessories, or like if you could have bombs or something that you can throw. Like you make better bombs if you have this one. Or if you can make throwing nails or something. You make better throwing nails if you have this kit. They do more damage, but who knows? I guess we'll see tomorrow. Oh, and the map. Wait. So, Pilgrim's Rest, Barfields. This looks like a city, right? We have like a jeweler, we have a bench. Something like that. Deep Docks. Hunter's March. Greymore. I wonder if this is where you start. The Pilgrim's Rest. Because it looks like the start of the game in this trailer. Like when she's on low health and has no items, it's very green around you. And this is the only green place. Of course, this could also be. Interesting map. It's gonna be very, very fun to have a look at. Perhaps it's like an oh right, I read it. So lethal acrobatic action. Oh, that is actually really fun. This is something they haven't had in Hollow Knight, I think. I'm guessing parts of the game is going to be you having to run through parkour. Or they kind of had it in Hollow Knight a little bit, but not too much. I was thinking, when you know, in Deepnest, when you have to pogo some caterpillars and stuff over spikes, and but here it's really something chasing you with acid, and you have to be quick. Like, this is a way they could do it to lock away an area, that before you get a sprint or like a dash or something, this fucker will just spray you down and you will die if you try. Let me just check really quick here in the beginning. Do you get a sprint ability? Look at this. Look at the speed at she's running. There you have normal run speed. I don't know if it was because you were in a city. But here she's running with normal speed. Normal speed. Is at a shop. But look when she gets followed. Like here. She does like a dash. And she starts running. She starts sprinting. Okay, that is very cool. And also we have this ability. This is very prominent in the trailer straight away, that you can use your nail to like hookshot yourself to places. Oh man, this is looking so... The more I look at this, the better it is. Holy shit. I'm so excited. And the pogering is still there. Ferocious foe? Wait. Battle over 200 ferocious foes. Wasn't there like 229 or something like that? Or 240 or something in normal Hollow Knight? I'm thinking of the Hunter's Journal. I know that I did the achievement to fill out the Hunter's Journal. And it's somewhere close to over 200, I think. So most likely the amount of enemies in the game is going to be close to what we had in normal Hollow Knight. Is this Mantis Sisters 2.0? This looks like a boss fight, and it really feels like Mantis Sisters 2.0. And that was... Here we have another council-like fight. They're fighting 3 at the same time. And here is... Man, there's so many... Vanquish over 40 legendary bosses. That's also very close to Hollow Knight. I think it's 44 or something in Pantheon 5, right? Of course, I think they might count some bosses twice-ish. I like the soul bosses. Let's say you killed False Knight and then failed champion. So that is basically the same-ish boss, but we'll see how it is. This is gonna, so boss-wise at least, over 40, that means at least 40. So it could be 49, or it could be 59, or 69, we don't know. It's at least not less than 40. So, which is a very good thing, because then we are gonna have at least as many bosses as we have in Hollow Knight right now. And the bosses look amazing. This is actually one thing that I'm so looking forward to. Hollow Knight has a lot of bosses, but 30 of them is like a pushover almost. Not the first time you meet them, then they're actually teaching you how to play the game. But I think if you've played Hollow Knight and you go into Silksong, I do not want another 30 bosses that is on the same difficulty level as the first 30 bosses from Hollow Knight. Because False Knight, Grassmother, but all like the first 30 bosses in Hollow Knight, some are okay, I think. And I don't want it to be super hard either, because it shouldn't alienate too many people. But I mean, Grassmother is... She doesn't need to be a boss. It's too easy. And Failed Champion, of course, they're the entry level stuff. For people that have never seen it, that's where you start. And I think that is good. It's fine. But I think Silksong should up the difficulty a little from normal Hollow Knight. And just make the bosses... The mid-range bosses feel a little harder. That I like that at least. Maybe a lot of people won't agree with that, but that's how I would like to see it. But so far, like what we see from the bosses over here now, they look amazing. They look really fun. Restore a Kingdom's Hope. We have another Stag Station. We have another Nail Master. This is Dark Link, basically. Man. That 1 minute 35 second trailer took 1 hour to look at. Maybe we should play the game a little bit. No, man, I'm really looking forward to Hollow Knight. This is going, or Silksong. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to play it. I really hope they won't have any complications when they release the game, and also we'll see. I'm really excited. I hope and really actually honestly believe that we might see the next best Metroidvania ever made when the game is released. That is setting the bar really high. But if anyone can do it, I think it's this game, honestly. Let's see if we can finish up Pantheon 5. I haven't played fucking Hollow Knight in ages now. Also, I'm a keyboard player. I cannot for my life play with a controller. I'm trying so hard on my PlayStation 5 to get all achievements. I want to get platinum in this game on PlayStation 5. I cannot finish Absolute Radiance with a controller. It is impossible. Like, I don't know why. I'm so bad with a controller. And the worst part is, after I've tried and failed over and over, I finally had the bright idea, like, wait, can't I plug in a keyboard to my PS5? I try it and it works. But the only thing is that on the PS5, you cannot remap your controls. And I have... So you have ZXC. That is the buttons that you use in Hollow Knight when you dash, slash and jump. And I change a lot of those, or I change the jump and the dash button, because back in the day when I was playing Super Nintendo, I always had the layout like that. So when I play Hollow Knight, I want to have the layout in the same way, because that's how I'm used to playing. But on the PS5, I cannot remap the buttons to be the way I need them to be. So even though I can plug in the goddamn keyboard to my PS5, I cannot remap the buttons. Man, I haven't done P5 now in a very long time. I did some hitless before. But hitless and Pantheon 5 is very different. So I guess we'll see what I guess we'll see how it goes. I hope to finish P5, like that we can kill Absolute Radiance. I need this warm-up. If we're gonna play this tomorrow, I need to learn how to fucking play the game. And I think it should be pretty okay. So, also, what I said before with the first 30 bosses being too easy, like, these guys are... Dung Defender is a very good boss. But like Gorb, everything we've fought up until now has basically been a little bit too easy. If you look at Nine Souls, their bosses was really hard from the get-go. Like, at the end of the game, of course, the first bosses was not too hard. Because you got them better. But they were a lot harder than the first bosses in this game. So I wish to see a little harder bosses. Though, it might not be for everyone as well that the bosses should be hard. And maybe Hollow Knight's success is actually partially because it is not too sweaty. Like some games, let's say the Dark Souls series. Dark Souls, I think, is very hard. I know some people claim that it's not. I think it's very hard. I'm not so good at the 3D, like, the sweaty games in 3D, if that makes sense, compared to 2D. But otherwise, I think I'm a pretty sweaty player, to be honest. Usually when I play games, it's always on the hardest. I want to be good at them, and I want to... There's always so many things. But I do also recognize that I'm not very good at games. Like, I think I'm probably above average. But average is not very high. But for me, it's not that I get good because I get good, pun intended. It's mostly that I'm just... Like, I try stuff for such a long time, so I get a muscle memory. So I don't react. I don't like... I'm not like a fucking genius. I'm like Rock Lee from Naruto. I need to put in the hard work in order to achieve what I need. Some people are Sasuke. I'm Rock Lee. Man, this guy is... It sounds like it says Rockor. Rockorba! Rockorba! And yxa, which is a Swedish word. So it's very fitting. So Zero is a Swedish guy, confirmed. And for anyone that doesn't know, yxa is axe in Swedish. I know there's ways to do this boss a lot faster. Not that I'm trying to speedrun this, but like I said, these bosses in the beginning is just like an inconvenience for what is to come. Do you have a usual streaming schedule? Is this a typical time? Yes, this is my typical time. I used to stream 5 days a week. I had to cut it down to like 2 to 3 times. So usually it's Tuesday, Thursday. And maybe sometimes I throw in a Friday as well. But it's always gonna be this time that I start to stream. So right now it's 6 my time. And I always start the stream at like 4:30 my time, so like 1.5 hours ago. And I stream for 2 to 3 hours. It's like, with work and chores at home and everything, that's the only way I can get it. Make it go round, if that makes sense. If I had more time, I would stream more. But right now I'm trying to grow my YouTube a little bit as well. So a lot of the content that I do on stream, all the things that we talk about, I'm trying to just like clip it and make some videos as well. And also, I am multi-streaming on YouTube too, so Like, if I'm playing a game that you guys like and you're missing a VOD, most likely it's gonna be on YouTube forever. So that's a good thing. Man, this battle is so good. This is top 5 battle, or maybe top 3 even, in Hollow Knight. I know this is the battle a lot of people like the most. And it's so cool because it's so fast, there's so much happening. But I think most people actually get this fight pretty okay. Even though it's super chaotic. We have a great deal in common, but I'm generally unavailable at this time. Today is unusual. Alright. Oh, that's unfortunate. But hey, if you ever want to check out the VODs, please feel free. I'm very happy for everyone that wants to stick around. And it's always fun to meet people, like, I was gonna say your own age, but like, we feels like we share a lot of experiences, yeah. Especially with gaming and everything. Which is always very fun. Because, I mean, kids nowadays, they don't know what it meant when you had to blow into the fucking NES cartridges to get them working. They will never know the pain and how much saliva you had in your cartridges. And now the young people in the audience is like, wait, what is a cartridge? I can show you guys one day. I actually have a Super Nintendo laying around with Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Man, that game was really fun. I always wanted to play Blanca because it was a monster. Do that fierce kick. Do a backflip. Man. Those were the times. I really believe that a lot of... I always believed that the games back in the days was better. Games and movies a lot of times back in the days were better. I don't know if that's nostalgia, but I honestly believe that they were. Like, developers back then wasn't seeking riches. No one was making a game in order to get rich. They was probably happy if they could make a living wage from making a game, and... Sorry, now I'm just focused on the fight. Oh. Give me 1 second, and then I can start using my brain again. I could use my brain and do 2 things at the same time when I was younger, but now I notice I can only do 1 thing at a time. I have a script started from a long for a long-form YouTube video aiming to answer that. Basically, are old games better? I think, honestly, old games was made by passionate people that did not have a money incentive and wasn't pushed around by investors in order to make a good game. So they had an idea, they had a story, they had like, just like a movie writer want to make a good movie or an author want to write a good book, people back in the day had an idea about a game and they wanted to make a good game. Of course, there were also the people that wanted to capitalize on games, but today it is like the money proportion that is needed to make a game is so like it's not even in the same universe. I bet that StarCraft 1 is not even a fraction of the cost of what it makes to do a AAA game today. Or Diablo 2, or Diablo 1 for that matter. Like, these were just games that people was... Let's say Diablo. Someone was like, you know what? Let's make a really fucking gory game based on old fantasy when you're killing skeletons and zombies and you're fighting your way to kill the demon of hell. Like, yeah, that sounds dark and greedy, right? Like, that's grim. That's Warhammer 40k stuff. And they just felt like, okay, let's do this. And they made Diablo. And holy fuck, that's one of the best games ever. And now it's like, okay, how can we squeeze as much profit as possible from the consumers? And as we're at it, we also need to save money. And we also have investors investing $500 million into the games we're making. So whatever good ideas you might have, don't even try it. Do what works. So now, basically, investors are controlling what you can and cannot make. And no one is gonna try and do something new because there's too much money involved to gamble with. Investors doesn't gamble. They put money into what they know is safe. But then, actually, indie studios are having a lot of success now. Because they are not bound by money. Which, we get Expedition 33, we get Hollow Knight, we get Silksong, we, like, Shovel Knight, right? Like, almost all of the best games that come out in the last 5 years has been from indie studios. And if you look at Horizon... Was Horizon Zero Dawn? Is that an indie studio? Or is it another Horizon? Because Horizon was also a great game. At least Horizon Zero Dawn was a great game. I don't know... No, sorry, I thought you were talking about good games. All right. Let's see, what did I say? In a nutshell, my conclusion is old games were not necessarily better, but there were more of them. In other words, we had 10, 15 Commodores for a game of the year 20 years ago. Today, there are only really a few. Yeah, no, that is right. We had more good games. But But the thing is, it felt like a lot of the times back in the day as well, competitors, right. A lot of times back in the day as well, they dared to experiment. They dared to try new stuff. Like, look at the combat from Witcher 1. I don't know if you have played Witcher 1. Witcher 1, it has a 10 out of 10 story. I think the graphics probably were pretty good for the time when it came out. Very interesting, like, items, everything. It's a 10 out of 10 game. Except for combat, that was a 5 out of 10. And it's really... But you gotta give the credit, because they tried something new. They wanted to make something different, and they tried something new. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't good. Right? But now they know. And it's things like this, like, they always wanted to try something new, because what if that combat system from Witcher 1 just like, of course this is how you do combat. Like, this is how it should be, because this is fun. Unfortunately, this time it wasn't. But there are so many games where they just tried and made stuff, and they could afford to not make it. While as today, someone invests $500 million to a game. If that game does not deliver, you're fucked. Like, then they lost $500 million. But actually, what the thing is as well, when I play old games, of course some new games are better, but I'd say that graphics-wise, of course they're worse. You gotta take it for what it is. But if you look at the story and how... I just know how involved I get in the old games. For some reason, they just capture me more than a lot of new games does. Even if it looks worse and it plays worse, for some reason, it has that soul that is missing in today's new games. I don't know. I like a lot of old games. It's ironic that the game devs have more freedom to create today than they've ever had, and they just pump out the same thing over and over. I think that AAA game devs pump out the same shit. There's actually a lot of cool indie stuff we've gotten. And in my opinion, those are the best games as well. Like, let's say games... Isn't Subnautica an indie game as well? Which is also... Like, it almost created a new genre. Valheim is a very small studio. Amazing survival, like, builder survival game. Like, all the indie studios are creating the best games I've played lately. Indeed, I did mean the AAA studio. Right. Subnautica 2 has some drama going on over it right now. Is that released? No, right, no. Yeah. Didn't they, like, fire a lot of the people that was working on that game or something? I remember hearing about that as well, that there's some crazy... there were some crazy drama going on there that... Wasn't it that they were gonna get a lot of money, like $250 million or $25 million or something in a bonus, if they managed to do the game in a set amount of time or something? And then, right when they looked like they were about to make it, the developers of the game was like, nah, no, this is not, we cannot release this now, so unfortunately you don't get your bonus. Something like that. Like, they swindled the people that made the game so they wouldn't get the money that they rightfully should get. Very interesting stuff. I should probably replay Subnautica. I play Subnautica on stream. But I should probably play that one more time alone as well. I know a lot of people thought it was a very scary game, but the thing is, when you're streaming and you get into, like, the streaming mode, I have a really hard time to get emotional then. So, like, being scared and stuff on games, I probably would appreciate scary games more if I were playing them alone than if I did it on stream. Because I'm focused on chat and I'm focused on a lot of other things when I'm streaming. Though I do enjoy playing scary games as well on stream. Some are very good, but it's more prominent when I'm not streaming. Let's see, let's get this little sucker. Yeah, you have it pretty close. They're seemingly delaying it to screw... Oh, right. So, yeah. So they're delaying it. It's not that they have done a bad job or anything. They're just basically delaying it so the people that should have their bonus is not getting it. What a fucking ass move. That is so fucking douchebaggy. Like, tempting them, they're sitting on their backs with a carrot on a stick and just like, here, run a little faster, and they never get the carrot. The scariest is generally attributed to thalassophobia, effectively the fear of the unknown. Actually, that is 100% correct. When I play scary games, it's usually not the grotesque, gory, like, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. It is when you do not know what is about to happen. You know that something is going to happen, but you don't know what, when, and how it's going to happen. And so many scary... I hate when scary games rely on jump scares. I hate when you have the psychological terror or of like, you know that something is about to go down. You see the fucking ghost, but it's in 6 rooms away, but it's looking at you, and then it's gone. And then, like, it's not a jump scare in your face. I hate that. It's the cheapest way of scaring someone. If you're not being scared, you just, like, react because Like, you think you're gonna get hit by something. So it's not scary in the same sense as horror. Or, I don't know. I hope you get what I mean. But, no, I really hate when they use the cheap way out and use a jump scare. Sometimes they're good to have. I wouldn't say that you should not use them. But a lot of games rely solely on jump scares that they can't make the creepy, weird fucking atmosphere because they're not good at making games. Or movies, for that matter. There's a difference between a scary game and a game has a horror element. Right. Yeah, because I mean, when if I'm thinking of a scary game and like, or a horror game, I'm thinking the old Resident Evil games. When you're walking around in a house, it's quiet, you only hear footsteps, and all of a sudden you just hear like a fucking zombie moaning over there. And it's just like the atmosphere makes it scary. Or Silent Hill. You're walking through a city that is turned into fucking shit because who knows why. And you have to go into this dark room, this house. You know there's shit in the house, but you don't know that it's shit in the house. Like, that scary element of not knowing and just having the feeling of being watched all the time. That is like... That is 100% how to make a scary game. I did play... Actually, a game that is scary in kind of the same way. A very... Not very good game, but a very cult classic is Slender Man. I don't know if you've played Slender Man, but... Slender Man doesn't really use jump scares. The least scary part of Slender Man is not when he catches you, but when he appears in front of you and you have to turn around and run the other way. So it's not a jump scare there. It's just the psychological horror that you're being watched. And like, oh fuck, we have to run. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get the next set of bosses. Oh, I almost fell into the acid. Now we're actually starting to get into the little harder bunch. Oops. No, so there's actually two things I'd like to do. I'd like to make a really nice, like, adventure RPG. Or three things. 3 games I'd like to create. I want to do a third-person action-adventure game. Like Zelda 64. That shit looks so much fun. I also would like to make a 2D platformer, just like Hollow Knight or Mega Man. And I'd like to make a horror game. I would make that shit so scary you would fucking shit your pants. Twice in a row playing that game. Because I would not use too many jump scares. Actually, another game that actually was really scary, now that I think about it, when we're talking about scary games. Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was really fucking scary. It got your heart rate up. Because they did it right. It wasn't about the jump scares, it wasn't about anything other than the atmosphere and the like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, okay. Like, we gotta get away. Like, they nailed horror so good. Alien Iso was truly, truly horror. Yes, they made it so good. I did play Madison as well. I don't know if you've played Madison. Kinda scary as well, but not Alien Isolation scary, I thought. Oh, I missed the jellyfish. Okay. This guy, when I'm fighting this boss, it feels like it's always either or. Either I do him really good, basically take no damage, or I get hit by everything. I don't know why it's just with this boss, but so many times when I get here in P5, I for some reason always take a lot of damage. And sometimes I never get hit. I don't really go out of my way to play scary or horror games, but I don't avoid them. Same here. And to be honest, I've never been a big horror enjoyer. Horror movies, I never watch. That I can honestly say, I never watch. Because I think I didn't like being scared too much in back in the day. But games, like if there's a... I don't actively seek them out, except for when it's Halloween, kinda, and I need a game to stream. That's when I that's when I seek out the horror games. But otherwise, I'm. But I do it. The thing is, I think I've started to realize this in my older days now, that when I play scary games, I actually enjoy playing them. I have a really good time. So I'm changing my mind a little bit about scary games. Let's just get it. Sly. Do you know any projects? Do you know Project Zero? PS2 is my favorite horror series. The name rings a bell, but I don't think I've played it. No. I gotta have a look at that. They haven't ported it for PC or something. Because I would love to... Like, PS2 games. The PS2 era was as good as it gets for games, I think. I have probably played the best games ever on PlayStation 2, almost. It's most likely also because it was the time of my life when I was in the age of playing a lot of games and having a PlayStation 2 and, like, starting to understand more about games overall. So I think that has a lot of times a lot of people claimed like, oh no, the PlayStation 2 was the best, or no, PlayStation 3 or 1 or 2. Like, I think it has a lot to do with just when you played it, were you in the right mindset and you're the right age. It's Resident Evil style game, but versus ghosts instead of zombies. Oh, I recognize that so much. But I can't say that I can't picture myself what it is. We can have a look at it in as soon as I get to the checkpoint. It's after this boss, I think. Oh. Oh, this is tomorrow. Look at her. We're gonna play her tomorrow. Ah, Adidas. We always had a joke that she was shouting Adidas, but everyone thinks it's a needle or something. And you have a camera. Ooh, yeah. You have a camera as a weapon. I was just about to say that the thing that comes to my mind is you have a camera as a weapon. Then I think I might know what it is. Let me check this 1 second. YouTube. Project Zero PS2. Review. Let's see. Do we have a short video with just a little bit of gameplay? Oh, here's someone. The Wii edition, but Hi, Urisen. How are you doing? Get good. Adidu. Yeah. We said she always said Adidas. Why is this? Oh, there. Let's just check, see how it looks. Oh, this is Project Zero 2. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this game, and I knew it existed, but I never played it. Yeah, no, I know of this game. It's like you're a Japanese young girl with a camera, right? Oh no. It's actually... yeah, that actually looks kind of scary. Holy shit. How are you doing, Urison? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. We're preparing for tomorrow. Hope everything is gonna go well with Steam and everything, that we can download and actually play the game when it releases. I am going to be playing it as soon as I can. I gotta get to bed early now, so I'm not tired or have a headache tomorrow. Oh. Not so fantastic, but could be worse. It could rain. Oh man, we actually got rain. Well, every day, it's a fucking Wednesday, right? Every day can't be a Saturday. And this is one thing when we've been talking a little bit about game design and everything. And to be honest, this is just life overall. And it has to do with games too. I think you cannot have the good without the bad. In order to appreciate the good stuff, you need the bad to contrast it. So having like a boring day, an average day, or even a bad day is not necessarily a good thing. Because if you had only good days, they wouldn't feel as good. If that makes sense. Don't forget to drink water. Yes, I need to drink water. I had a Coke Zero. I haven't had a Coke since I think I had a cola 2 months ago. I haven't had a soda or anything other than like water for probably 2 or 3 months. Since the end of June. Oh, I hate this boss. This is also one of these bosses that I either take a fuck ton of damage or I take no damage. And this time, it's the fuck ton of damage. No, like, I was thinking, in games, I think you need hardship in order to feel that rewards are rewarding. I spent almost 5 years with a perpetual headache because I didn't realize that I was perpetually somewhat dehydrated. My quality of life has improved massively since I started drinking 3 liters a day. You know what? I am actually suffering from mind fog and like slow thoughts every day, and I have been for the last probably 5, 6, 7, 10 years maybe. I know that I worked so hard, so I basically burnt out like 10 years ago. But I do honestly think as well that it might have to do with dehydration. I should drink way more, because when I get to work in the morning, I drink a cup of coffee, which is a diuretic, so you actually lose you lose fluids by drinking coffee. And then by 9, we have something we call fika, which is basically coffee time. And then I have another cup of coffee. And then to lunch, I have 1 cup of water and 1 cup of coffee. And then for dinner later, I usually drink like maybe 2 glasses of water. So I should probably force drink more water just to get more hydration. 3 liters is triple what I used to drink voluntarily. Yeah, I think maybe I drink... I'm not even sure if I drink 1 liter of water. And that... I am not drinking, like... Now, today, I had a soda. But, when I'm not... I don't drink soda usually. I'm, like... When I'm dieting every now and then, and the only thing that works for me is a low-carb diet. Like everything else I've tried never works, so I've tried just eating less. It doesn't work. But so when you're on a low carb diet, you don't want to eat any sweet stuff. So usually, naturally, then I never drink any soda. Today I took a Zero Coke because it's been like 3 months or something since I had one. So I can have one every now and then. But so yeah, my water intake is basically just water, but it's less than a liter every day. Yes, you should try it, even just experimentally. Actually, I should. I mean, it's not like it costs anything, right? Give it a week, drinking 2 to 3 liters a day, see how you feel. I will try that. Actually, that's a very good suggestion. Thank you, I'm gonna try that. It's kinda interesting. I have had the thought before as well, because I've noticed that when I drink a lot of coffee, the mind fog gets worse. So I have, instead of I've tried stopping drinking coffee as well. It haven't really solved the problem, but maybe I just drank too little water to begin with. But what I have noticed is when I have too much caffeine, then I get mind fog. Like, worse mind fog. It's not a matter if I have it or not, it's more or less. Oh. I think we have a checkpoint after this guy, so... Wait, I double jumped. I should be fine. Man, to think I've killed these guys hitless. But the thing is, when I kill stuff hitless, I use my old trusted tactic that if you try 1,000 times, eventually you get lucky. What? He's my favorite character, White Defender, I mean. I have a plushie of him that my wife made for me. Oh no, that's awesome. He is actually... I have 2 favorite characters, I think. One is also, as you say, White Defender. And the other one is False Knight. I love those 2 guys. I'm gonna see if I can get this this fixed until next stream. Let's see if I have this left. And why I like False Knight is because he's a big fat guy with a big club. I tend to call him Ogrim, but people don't know who I'm talking about. Right, his name is Ogrim, right? I actually forgot that as well. Wait. I have a... Where is this? Not starting soon, not YouTube face... Screening, nested webcam. Oh, have I removed that, maybe? I made a GIF. Let's see if I still have it. And I was gonna make an overlay when I was playing. Hi, Sondorment! How are you doing? Welcome! I was gonna make a stream overlay when I was having a small animated... Oh, let's see. Where the hell do I have him? I had him sitting down, dangling his feet, and I was thinking he was gonna sit on the edge of my screen somewhere, just dangling his legs, chilling out. But man, I can't even find where I put the guy now. Oh, here. No, wait. I found... Oh, sorry. I can't find him. He should be somewhere. But don't ask me where. My cat's name is Nanaki. Nice. Red 13. Fucking love Red 13. He's awesome. What I don't like though is what they did with him in. They did him dirty in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't know if you have played Rebirth, but he was so cool until they gave him that voice. Man. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then he changes his voice mid-game from really cool to really like... It's just weird. I have a cat as well, and her name is Sarah. I don't know if you have played World of Warcraft, but there's a dragon in World of Warcraft named Ysera that we named her after as well. Just a smidge. Okay, actually now I'm afraid I have to focus a little bit because now we're on the hard bosses. Woo! Man, I love this game. It feels so good playing Hollow Knight. I mean, I've played some Metroidvanias now, and I gotta say, there is a reason why they have crowned Hollow Knight as the king of the Metroidvanias. Because it plays so well. Like, it just feels so good to control your character in this game. No... Like, other games are good, but this is greatness. Okay, now it's the crashing down phase. Oh, it's crazy. But we got him. I haven't played WoW in a long time, but I have both Swift Spectral and Swift Zulian. No way. Ashes 2. Man, the thing is though, yeah, those, I bet you would get heavy money if you ever sold your account. That tiger from fucking Sul'Gurub, I have a friend of mine that got this as well, and man, it's worth money today, when you can't get it. It was worth money like 10 years ago. I brought the Swift Spectral for 350k in Wrath of Lich King. Gold, I hope. Not US dollars. Yeah. No, that is 100% worth it. It's so funny how gold is not worth like anything in the game right now. So many... Oh, fuck me. I ran out of... Usually I have it... When I use my brain when I fight this boss, I have enough soul to kill him in phase 2 without having to hit him. I'm in Ireland here, by the way. Oh, nice. Oh, fuck me, Soat! And we're not too far away. I'm in Sweden. I think we have similar weather though. September, grey. October, grey. November, grey. December, dark and grey. Oh, fuck me. I forgot. Man, I haven't... The thing is, I hate Soat from the bottom of my heart. So, when I play this on PlayStation, I never saved him. And then he stays dead. Like, you don't have to fight him if you don't save him. So, when I've been doing P5 on PlayStation, I actually never fought him. That was close. And now it's like a fucking surprise because he's back. And I remember, like, the PTSD hits me. Everything I hated about him, it comes back to me like a fucking tsunami. He's so unpredictable. Oh, please. Okay, let's heal up. Okay. Yeah, 250k was a fortune in Wrath of the Lich King. I knew people who thought 5k was... Actually, I think I got about 350k in Wrath of the Lich King as well. And I thought I was set for money or gold in WoW for the rest of my life. I actually thought I was set for gold for the rest of my life. That I never needed more gold ever. Because that amount was so high. And I got it because I did the Shadowmourne quest on my Troll Warrior. When you got the legendary axe. And when you got the Shadowmourne quest, you got like a tabard, I think a music box, Sylvanas music box, and that was a toy, and the axe, of course, and I think it was one more item. I don't remember everything. But I remember, I think I sold the tabard and the music box for 350k or something. It was so much money, it was insane. Like, it was... Yeah, as you said, 5,000 was a lot. And this was 350,000. But hey, it was many expansions ago that I was out of gold. it went really quick. You spend, I think I spent all that money the next expansion in Cataclysm. I converted all my gold into sands of time. I have something like 55 sands of time mounts in my bank. Oh, holy crap. Do they sell for a lot? Because in that case, you could probably make that money back and more. Oh my god, holy shit. Are we gonna die to fucking false champion? Nah, we're not. Because I know the cheat code for false champion. Hit him in his ass, and he won't get up. I think he has like a is it like a 7-second timer or 10-second timer or something? 5 seconds? So as long as you keep hitting him, and you don't hit his face, he will never get up. So you can just stand and dream nail him and like get all your soul full. Get everything ready for when you want to kill him. And then you can just cycle your spells and kill him before he even gets back on his feet. That did when I looked in the... When we tried Shadowlands. That's only lasted a month. Yeah, to be honest, I've played World of Warcraft since vanilla. Let's pause for really quick. I played World of Warcraft since vanilla. I think I started right around Molten Core Blackwing Lair patch, kinda. And I played it all the way until kind of Dragonflight. Which is roughly 15 years, I think. And to be honest, Shadowlands really... I think I had a break in Shadowlands. But... And I had one more break as well in Wrath of the Lich King after Ulduar. Because I was in a very, very good competitive guild back then. I think we was a top 50 guild in the world back then. That is not... It's a merit that sounds like a brag, but I can honestly say that a top 50 guild back in the day is probably like a top 1,000 guild today. So we were good, but we weren't like the guys that are playing the game today is just a different level that you can't even compare. But we did kill what's the fucker at the end of Sunwell? Kil'jaeden. We killed Kil'jaeden before they nerfed him. The day before they nerfed him, we killed him. And he was like an impossible boss. It was so much fun. And then we got to we got to Breath of the Lich King, and we killed Malygos, and we killed Sartorion with 3 dragons, and Naxxramas, and we cleared this in like a few weeks, 2-3 weeks or something. And then it took so long time until they released Ulduar. So by the time Ulduar came out, we were most of the, like, we were a solid 25 people, I think, or 25, I think we were. And like 10 people had quit because it took so long in between the patches. So we had no content whatsoever. And we got a lot of new players to make up for the people that left. So when we were doing Ulduar, it actually took us 2 weeks to clear it instead of the first week. And then everyone was like, oh, fuck this. We're scrubs. We don't want to play this anymore. And everyone lost interest because we weren't this really good guild that had climbed and worked so hard to become the best. So we basically split up the guild, and it broke. Because after the second week of Ulduar, we just felt like there's no reason playing anymore. And then I got back later in the expansion, and I had really fun because then it was a more casual guild, and we cleared stuff on Heroic. It was only Heroic back then. Mythic didn't exist. But we cleared Heroic, 10-man ICC, and I don't remember if we did 25 as well, Heroic. But and I've been playing casually ever since, kind of. But it was very fun. My guild got 4th Lich King Heroic kill and Realm's 2nd Terragosa. Nice. Yeah, no, it is actually very fun when you compete on the server. But wait, I think I had a point with what I was going to say. What was I talking about again? I don't remember. Let's continue. Oh, Nightmare King Grim. Okay, now we gotta focus a little bit. This guy is so easy to underestimate because he punishes you if you do not pay attention. This is probably... I think this is my favorite fight in the game. I think this fight is so well done. Because there's no random bullshit going on in this fight. It is just like... This is just pure... Every mechanic is fair. It's not absolute radiance, like, oh no, he spawned these 2 things in a row. Like a fucking light wall and spikes in a bad way, or like everything is fair in this fight. It's a very good fight. So if you take damage, you did something wrong. While as I think some fights, like Sot, is not fair in the same way. He's just random fucking chaos. Oh! Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I was too close to the edge. There we go. Man, it felt like he did very few balloon phases. I wonder if we skipped a balloon phase somehow. Okay. Last 2 fuckers. I am so bad at Absolute Radiance. I most likely will die on him. It's funny, I have gotten him on Radiant, but it felt like when I got him on Radiant, it was just pure luck. I tried 1,000 times and I got lucky once. That his abilities he did was just like the right ones that I was good at dodging. So I feel very uncertain when it comes to Absrad. Let's... The worst part is I'm actually starting to feel a little nervous. Oh, fuck me, we took a hit. Ah! One hit. I think that's pretty good. Focus time. Don't underestimate Pure Vessel. No, he has ended very many rounds for me. Especially on the PS5. On computer, I've gotten pretty good on it with him when I play with keyboard, but on my PS5, I am pure dog shit when it comes to Pure Vessel and Absrad. Okay. Absolute Radiance. We meet again! Oh, fuck me. We gotta be careful. Here comes the rainy phase. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Maybe we are ready for SILKSONG. And there I jinxed it. Oops. Oh, fuck me. Now we're getting hit by everything. Oh, crap. No, we're choking! Can we heal one? Whoa! No! Ah! I hate this boss so much. Ah! Die! Okay, he ran away. Can we heal a little bit more? Please don't hit us. Okay. Why do we... Right, I remember now. We actually made something we called a rocker clutch. Because every time I fought a boss, I always was down to 1 health. And in the end, we kind of managed. Oh, fuck me. No. No! What is happening? Oh, we're gonna die. Whoa. Please die. No! We were so close! Oh my god. The clutch never came in. Man, how many hits did we have left? Like 5 hits or something? Oh. What a shame. Nice try though, yeah. I'd say for not having played this guy in probably more than a year, we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. And now it is 7 o'clock here in Sweden. So I think I'm gonna have to round off there for today. Tomorrow we are going to stream SILKSONG, hopefully. And I'm gonna try and start as early as possible. It will probably be the same time as we started today, which is 4 my time. Now it's 7 my time, so 3 hours ago. It was like 4:30 when I started today. I think I will try to stream for longer tomorrow. On Friday, I'm gonna try and take half the day off. We're having a really long meeting at work. All up until lunch, and I'm gonna try and stream I'm gonna see if I can get home earlier, so maybe I can start at 1 or 2 or something. And I'm gonna see if I can stream for longer on Friday. Maybe I'll stream the weekend as well. Thank you so much for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It was nice meeting you. I had fun hanging out for a while. Join your Discord. I'm sure we'll speak again. Oh, thank you. I, too, had a very, very pleasant time. We have a lot to talk about, man. It was really fun. All these old gaming memories and everything. Man, I love it. So, thank you. I think we're gonna have a really good time coming in the future. Either way, I gotta go make some dinner now. I gotta prepare for tomorrow. I gotta make some thumbnails for crap. I gotta see if I can actually make some YouTube videos out of today's streams as well. I'm trying to grow a little bit on YouTube as well, so if anyone wants to join my YouTube channel and maybe lurk a video or two, that would be awesome. Happy thumbnails. Thank you, Harrison. So, yeah, everyone, thank you so much for today. I really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, no matter if the world is ending or not. I will be back tomorrow and stream SILKSONG. So, I'll see you then. Have a really good evening. Bye, guys. SILKSONG, SILKSONG, SILKSONG.